Virgos, hello, hello, my loves. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. Virgs, we got the storm, the mask, the shadow, the one, and the maiden. Well, I don't know, because we wear masks when we exist in our in our shadow state. We exist in our shadow state when we need to protect ourselves from, like the chaos that's ensuing in our lives around us. All of this energy, like, yes, it's very negative energy, but like through a lens of the process, it's just kind of like you can recognize where this guardedness has come from, why you exist in this state of guardedness, and how it is that it's ultimately creating more confusion for you than not. And I feel like this desire to remove this confusion, because it's just kind of like, damn, when you sit back and you think, like, if I could have just been 100 about something, if I could have just been, if I would have just, it's like, how different would things be? But I feel like instead of sitting around thinking about, like, if I would have, it's like, well, now I have the opportunity to. You know what I mean? Like you can't sit around wasting time on what you could have done with people, places, things, whatever, that like they didn't want to do that with you. You know what I mean? And yet what you discovered is what it is that you really want to do. What do I really want? Well, I had to articulate it. I needed to say it out loud. I needed to say, this is what I want. This is why I want it. This is how I want it. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I envision. And I think that when you're honest about what you want, about why you want it, about what you envision for your life, I just kind of feel like you get it. Like, if only you had been more specific sooner. But Virgos, try not to be in that mentality, because I like, and Virgs, I love y'all. My best friend is a Virgo rising, and I just, I love her with all of my heart and soul. And I think that there are things in her life that she's coming into that, like, had she encountered those things before, she wouldn't have been ready for them. You know what I mean? She wouldn't have been in a place mentally, emotionally, spiritually, where she would have been capable of wrapping her mind around something so outside of the context of what I think the world had told her she should want. But like, take that and apply that to yourself, because we've all been there. We all experience that in some form or fashion, right? Just this, like, I feel like I know what it's supposed to be, but like, if I was being honest with you, this is what it would really be. Come up with a plan. Like, Virgos have been having plans. Virgos have been knowing all the specifics and details. You don't have to tell a Virgo to come up with a plan. You do might maybe have to encourage them to, I guess, feel like they're in a space where they're safe enough to like genuinely express that, because I think that they've been in spaces where they just literally, every time they say anything, it shows back up to like smack them in the face somehow, and it's just kind of like, you go through that enough and you just kind of, you don't really feel like doing it anymore. But like, for whatever reason, I feel like there's a space offered to you that allows for you to feel safe and just like expressing like what you want. Like, this is who I am and this is what I want. And it's not, like I don't know. I just feel like it's specific to me. You know what I mean? But yeah, when you start to like take care of your specific needs, that's when your garden really starts to grow, right? Because you're not using fertilizer for other people's plants. You're fertilizing your own dreams, your own desires, your own, like, what you want and why you want it. And it's for you. It's not for other people, you know? And that's not to say that you won't be sharing that with other people, because I I'm certain that you will. I think that you needed to get past the mentality of doing it on behalf of other people and move into a place where you were doing it on behalf of yourself, so that when you shared it with other people, you were sharing in an experience with them, not existing behind this mask of like, I don't know, I guess I just feel like letting people think that you're okay with less. Because, I mean, there's this idea of like making a decision. I've heard the call, like I've gotten the opportunity to see my way out. And I just feel like you're holding on to that opportunity because you know that like that's what you really want. For a lot of my Virgos, yes, I do think it could be a relationship. Do I think that it has to be a relationship? No, because I think that it can be, like in your career, and there's like something that you've really wanted to do, and you haven't really done it because you felt like, well, like I need to do this, and I need to do this, and I need to do that, and it's just kind of like, okay, well, but like if you didn't need to do all of those things, what would you do? And when you're honest about what you would do, I feel like that's exactly what happens. I don't know. I do feel this sense of like instant manifestation, which feels shocking to me because that has not been a thing. Right? Oh my God. Love. Okay. The Hanged Man. Yeah. It hasn't. It has not been a thing. The Emperor again, but I feel like it is. It's a thing now. The Wheel of Fortune, the Fool. Oh, y'all, I love this. Ten of Pentacles twice. Did you have the Emperor? I thought you did. Maybe that was in a different read. But you do. I mean, you have the Emperor, the Ten of Pentacles twice, the Wheel of Fortune, the Fool, and the Hanged Man. And again, I just feel like part of this perspective shift for you is just that, like, I feel like you're not used to communicating your needs and having them be met. You're used to communicating your needs and then having to watch a video about it. So many ways that could like play out and translate. It's hilarious. But I just think that like that era of your life is coming to an end, because, well, I don't know, to go back to the burning down house analogy that we've had in our reads for a gazillion and 10 years at this point. Not actually, but fuck, that doesn't feel like it. But it's just been this idea of being in this burning down house and being a giant amongst men. And every time you step on people. And so you're the bad guy because you're smarter, you're more creative, you're like less, I don't know, less inclined to let things just slide and make excuses and be, petty. And I don't know, just like all of the various energies that we've had to deal with. And I feel like you're like, I don't, instead of saying what you don't want, because you feel like you're constantly just like, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this. I feel like you're like actually engaged in conversations with people who are like, where you're like, this is what I want. And then it's like, bam, and there you have it. And you're just like, that's not a thing. So I feel like you feel excited, but like also a little shocked, a little like, I don't know if I trust it. Well, it's the idea. So I think of in terms of just like stories that you hear about people who, like, their family didn't come from money. And so when they get money, you know, like their family is very, very weird about them existing in a lifestyle of abundance, because that's not the lifestyle that they come from. And don't you know that that lifestyle can end at any moment in time? And shouldn't you really just be concerned that you're feeling too free and you're, you know, like, in what it is that you're doing now? And I just kind of feel like, no, that's all. No, because I'm brilliant enough to be happy, not smart enough to be miserable. That's other people's problem, not mine. You know what I mean? Like, I will find a way to be happy. I will create the life that fulfills every area that I seek to fill with abundance, because I want to experience abundance in all areas, not just one, you know? But that's what we're doing, right? We're slaying, we're killing it. We're doing the damn things, Virgs. I love y'all so much. Thank you for spending some time with me and sharing your energy with me. If this does resonate with you, please do give me a like, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye.